through and everything, and I'm going to turn down the game audio because this game doesn't let you just do it from the main menu. You literally have to get into the game. Alright, the Warriors. The Warriors. Warriors. Uh-oh, we done messed up the camera. Oh, there it is. Oh. Got Batman over my shoulder. What's up, Bruce? Alright, so, welcome. I am Zach from the Ray Bros Nerd Show. Today, I'm going to be playing a special game to me. This is the Warriors from Rockstar Games on the PS2. Start out, the game audio may be a little too loud. I gotta see once I get in there. Also, the lighting on my face makes me look like powder. Good old-fashioned Sean Patrick Flannery classic, where he played a dude with way too white skin with superpowers. I don't remember it all that well. Alright, so we are going to new route file because I want to show this intro. Now, warning, one of the characters, if this plays the intro the way I think it does, he does drop the homophobic slur, the F-bomb, so bear with me on that one. Different time when this movie came out because they literally recreated the introduction. Oh, I forgot. That's how I... Alright, so now I'm ZRR1. Let's all remember that. Let's be a bopper. I'm not a hardcore soldier. I apologize. Subtitles on. Once I get in the game proper, we will turn down the game audio. Hopefully you can hear me well enough. If you can't, just go ahead. I actually have the comments up on the video this time, so that way, you know, I can get the small updates as we go. There's no current viewers, but... Alright, so it skipped the train introduction. This is just going to hop into the, you know, opening scene of the movie, the meeting of the gangs of New York. Pretty good.
Can you count, suckers? I say the future is ours! If you can count! We've got the Saracens sitting next to the Jones Street boys.
Yeah, that's a big deal. It's a really big deal.
We've got the Moon Runners right by the Van Cortlandt Rangers.
Oh boy.
Nobody is wasting nobody. You're standing right now with 9 delegates from 100 gangs.
Yeah.
And there's over 100 more.
See, they could remake this movie.
60,000 soldiers.
There's like a whimsical quality to
Now
this
there ain't
movie
but
that I feel
20,000
like would be
police in the
lost
whole
in
town.
translation.
Can you dig it?
If they were ever
Can
to
you
remake
dig it?
It would be, I feel, way
Can
too...
you dig it?
Uh-oh. Nobody was supposed to bring a weapon. What's going on? I'm just kidding. I've seen this movie countless times and played through this game a whole bunch. It's kind of serendipitous the way the movie came out. I believe Spike, back in the day, the first time I saw the Warriors, I think it was around the anniversary in 2009.
Vermin.
What's up, War Chief?
Let's
No,
get going.
it
We got to
was-
meet up with the new
I don't-
blood.
I
He's
don't
waiting
remember.
for us in the alley.
Because the movie
All
came
right,
out
let's
in
go.
'79. And it's an awesome movie. I
So
have
he's
the
got skills?
vinyl
He's a
of the
born writer,
soundtrack
man. He'll get us up.
Yeah, but can he brawl?
Just some-
Don't matter.
And you'll
Let's go,
notice
little
here
man.
what it said was this is
We'll
actually
finish
a
that
prequel.
burner later.
These-
Right now, we
most
gotta
of this
see if you
game
can bop.
leads up to what happens in the movie. Which was like, here's the thing. Here's why this game is so neat. Rockstar basically
Listen, Rembrandt, Getting up in this city only gets you street cred.
They had Grand
What makes a
Theft
game's
Auto
rep heavy
games
is how
come
many
out,
suckers
and
you
they
can
were
wreck.
huge,
You ready to
people
test your
loved
skills?
them. And so
Let's do it.
that gave
I'm ready.
Rockstar kind of like a blank check. They could pretty much make whatever game they wanted to make. And these crazy guys just like, hey, let's make a Warriors game. A movie from 1979. So it's this really weird thing where, you know, they could probably make whatever they wanted to make. And this ended up being what they wanted to make. And it's genuinely a pretty awesome game. Like it's basically like you get dropped in these missions, and a lot of it is like a old school brawler like Streets of Rage, but 3D. So I don't know, everything about this game and how I came to play it. Saw the movie for the first time on Spike TV. They were just doing an anniversary thing. I watched it with my dad, and I thought it was so neat. You know, all these different gangs, they're all in these different outfits, and it's literally like, you know, they're just trying to make their way back home, which will, if we continue this series, I'm going to see how this goes. If we continue the series, then you'll see how, like, all the intro chapters lead. I gotta get used to these controls. I gotta remember how to jump. Yeah, but there's like a jump that you do where he just like lays out. All right, so this is Rembrandt. He is basically joining the gang at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this yellow marker, do some tutorializing, and just see how it goes. Yeah, we're controlling the camera. Let's find the other marker.
All right, Rembrandt, some of our neighbors came by to help us out. I promised them some liquor, so they're gonna let you beat up on them for a bit. Rudy, get in there first. Let's see what kind of punch our writer's packing.
You could not make this game today.
I'd like to see you do me in.
I'm literally just beating up a bunch of, you know, homeless folks. Like, genuinely, you could not make this game today. This would really upset too many people. Oh, now I gotta switch it up with a heavy attack.
Yeah, Rudy, go for it.
Alright, so now I gotta grab him, and spin him, and punch this hobo.
Look at him taking dukes from the little missus.
Which, admittedly, is a little, you know, it's a little messed up these days. Not just a little, but, you know, that's the thing about Rockstar. Like, even back then, alright, so we got a target with L1. Even back then, you know, they were constantly pushing the envelope. But now, if they were to make something like this, I just don't see that going well. Doing some heavy combos. Square. Oh, nope. Square X.
I want to see something heavy, Rembrandt.
Alright, so we do them together, and I push him pretty hard, I guess.
I want my booze.
Oh.
You're mine.
See, all he wants is his booze.
You're bomb.
Ooh, spray paint in the face.
That's what I like to see, Rembrandt. Rudy's had enough. Get him out of here and give him his booze.
So they actually do give him the booze at least. I guess that's kind of nice. It's weird too because this is, you know, the game is... I'm playing on the PS4. It's one of the PS2 classics they did. And it's one of those things where when this game came out, I thought even back then it didn't look super great. It was just super fun.
Banging with us ain't no typical street fight, Rembrandt. It's going to get crazy out there. So you
but now it's kind of fascinating because it's like, you know what?
Watch your back.
It just looks like an old Grand Theft Auto.
Opportunity.
You know, but you can't do as much as you used to be able to in those type of games. All right, so I'm outnumbered. All right, so
I got my job, my tiny balls. It's a good stuff.
for some reason it's not registering the guy directly behind me. There it goes.
You want to clear some space?
Look, not every game is perfect. Nailing controls is kind of hard. Alright. And we're throwing dudes. Throw them into these guys. Yeah! Oh, well.
Alright, next up, weapons. If you ain't packing, then you gotta be resourceful out there.
Yeah, obviously.
Try it out, little man.
I'm gonna get a baseball bat. You know, because they had to have bats in this game. The Baseball Furies, you know, they're all about bats. If you don't have the bats, then it's not the Warriors. I'll just say that. But I don't know, like, it was funny because I saw the movie for the first time. I thought it was awesome. Like, at that point, I wanted to go find it on DVD. And at that time, of course, like, there was obviously, like, plans going on to, like, get this in the public eye again. And, like, that marketing campaign that probably Rockstar and, you know, Paramount did, it seems like it worked out pretty well. Uh-oh, I'm going nuts. Rage mode. Rage mode. But that's the thing, it's like, there's actually quite a bit of, you know, depth to the, like, action in this game. Each of the characters have different, like, things they're better at. They're quicker or stronger or, you know, all kinds of stuff. But anyways, as I was saying, I don't know, it was like, saw it on Spike TV, then got the DVD, then, oh, hey, there is a Warriors game coming out to the PlayStation 2 from Rockstar, which of course at that time, as I said, like, huge. Rockstar is awesome. And then I kind of fell in love, and I've been, you know, I'll watch it every couple years, and it's just like, there's this weird effect of, like, a movie like this where it's so dumb but, like, awesome at the same time that makes it, like, easy to watch over and over again. Oh, rage mode. Rage mode. Let's go grab somebody. Yeah. So it makes it, like, really easy to rewatch because, like, you know, New York back then really was messed up, and this was almost like a future that they could see happening. Like, gangs were huge, and, you know, so the thought of, the thought of, like, 10,000 gangs or 10,000 gang members running the city, you know, they outnumber the cops if they work together. That's fascinating. That's a fascinating kind of, you know, idea of.
Hey, how do I look?
The vest is looking fine,
God,
but
he's
you're
all
looking a
tore
little
up.
banged up, young
That's not
blood.
good.
Hey, Vermin, why don't
That's
you
not
take
good.
Rembrandt out and grab some flash?
I'm okay, really, Warlord. I'm fine.
Come on, Rembrandt. Let's break in those colors. I know a guy that'll fix you up.
There we go. Let's go break in them colors. Colors.
This side
But
of Coney Island is all
I don't know,
Warriors
there's
too.
everything
This
about the
side ain't,
music,
but
the,
we'll get
like,
into that
actors,
later.
some of
Right
them
now, we're
actually
gonna need
do
some
still
cash to get
act
fixed
here and
up.
there, but
The
for
way
the
a
most
warrior
part,
makes his bread is by
like,
mugging, stealing
these
car
guys'
radios,
kind
and
of
doing
careers
smash and
started
grabs.
and ended
I wanna
with
see
this
if you can
movie,
handle
so
this,
it's like,
Rembrandt.
gives
Dig?
this,
I dig.
like, realism to it, where it's like, oh, is this a documentary? Now, I know,
Alright, smash your way
1,000%
into that
it's
store
not,
and take
but,
whatever. Let's see.
oh god, I gotta remember how to grab stuff. Oh, triangle, that'll work. So yeah, you literally just break in stores and you try to rob everything. Like, you'll see if we keep playing later in this game, like, the objectives get a little nuts. Now, I don't think I'm going to do all the side objectives, because, especially with Rembrandt, you know, there's certain
Good. Now, you
areas
see
that
that guy over there?
they
I
want you
go
to tag
mug
in the
that
game.
sucker.
And they're almost like collectibles. They hide them in, like, higher up places, so you gotta, you know, figure out how to get up there. Oops. Alright, so yeah, this game, I'm just mugging. Alright, so I gotta move the stick in the direction that it's vibrating. And then that way, I can successfully mug him. And I threw him instead of just letting him go, because I'm a jerk. Now, I don't like that it, like, takes camera control away at certain angles, but I understand why they did it on PS2 at the time. But I don't know. I think that's another thing. Is
Hey,
like,
Vermin, I
I
got
really
everything
wish
you
when
said.
PlayStation
Holy
put these
shit, that's a heavy
things on the
score.
store,
You got some pretty slick
you know,
skills,
that
kid.
besides
Thanks, man.
just trophies
Hey, we
and
gonna go see
like,
that dealer now or what?
you know,
Look at you
upscaling
taking
so you can
shots.
watch
Come
it
on, follow
on
my
nicer
lead.
TVs and whatnot. I wish they would with certain games because there's not a
Come on,
lot.
Rembrandt, you gotta keep
PlayStation
up.
hasn't put a ton of PS2 games out, so it's like if you're gonna do it,
You
why don't
ready?
you
Let's
spend a
move.
little time touching everything up? I mean, all the Rockstar games are on here, so I don't know. I guess that's just a personal thing where
Looking
I
good
wish
so
these
far,
games
kid.
had
Come
been
on, man,
touched
let's
a little
roll.
better because I don't know, small things like that I can't change the audio until I'm in. Man, I really do look like powder in this video. I apologize. I mean, I'm white. Too white. Anyways, I don't get enough sun. I'm a welder, so I'm
See that
always
window?
in a building
Jump
with
out
a
through it. Trust me.
cover on my head. But, you know, I'll have to, the more I do
Come on,
this,
man,
I'll
we're
have to
almost
figure it
there. You
out
can make
because,
it.
you know, I was trying to throw all this together this morning to try to get it running in this back
Doing
room
great,
because,
come on.
you know, I got the little man and I don't want to lock the little man in the back room so I can play
Almost
on the
there.
fancy
Just bust
TV
down that old
because,
fence.
you know, that would make me a bad father. But, you know, we'll just run it through the paces and, you know, if you guys like, you know, seeing the Warriors get played. Oh, jeez. I gotta start paying attention. Like, that's the thing. They don't tell you about this. Hold down, sprint, and then I gotta hit the weak board. My
You looking at those?
Oh yeah, the way you get your health back is by doing some drugs. So that's cool. No, it's not.
Here we are. Let's go talk to him.
But we're gonna
Is
buy
that
some
fair?
flash from
The
them
flash
because it's
don't
only 20
break no
bucks.
crash, guaranteed. I ain't giving you any more of this shit. Last thing I need is a dead
Don't
body
be a
on my
pussy,
hands.
Rembrandt. Just take that shit.
Oh, there I go.
See, you're feeling better already. Let's get back to the hangout and see what Cleon's up to.
Yeah. Come on, Rembrandt. So as you can tell right now, it's just tutorializing everything. Because as I said, there are like a surprising number of systems and stuff they want you to do. And that's not even counting when you're outside of a main mission, you go back to your club hangout. And while you're there, you pick up side quests, you find collectibles, you try to steal as much money as you can. That
Hey,
way,
Cleon,
you know,
should've
you can...
seen this kid.
I don't even
He's got
remember.
some
I don't
skills,
remember
man.
what you'd need the money for.
Good, because I want him out piecing.
I am
building
too
our
white,
rep.
John.
No problem, Warlord. I'll take the
RoboCop 3
Warriors
would be
all city.
disappointed.
There won't be anybody in New York who doesn't know this game.
Don't get ahead of yourself, young blood. First,
I don't know if I
we
ever
gotta
saw
take Coney,
RoboCop 3.
and then we need soldiers for
Your
war.
move, freak.
Oh, Jesus!
I mean, one's a good movie.
What are you gonna do about it, huh?
Two,
Troy,
They're coming at us again.
you guys
Not
have these fires
good
under
at
control,
all.
and meet me outside. We
kind of
gotta
missed the
round up
point
war.
of the first one. But I mean, that was the 80s. Anytime you couldn't have, you know, Paul Verhoeven's like satirical, you know, slant on everything in his movies without then,
Come on, let's go find the
you
rest
know,
of the
whoever
warriors.
made the movie deciding, let's make 13 sequels. Alright, so we gotta do R2 and let's go.
Let's move it.
Okay, let's move then. Let's move.
Oh. So they had their own, you know, drug in that movie. Oh, geez. Am I about to walk into a stealth section? Because that's going to be pretty bad. I don't know. Let's
Come
find
on,
out.
baby. What's it gonna hurt? You know you want it.
Ajax, not now. Come on, you're being
See,
rough.
the guy who plays Ajax is one of the only actors still working today. He definitely got a decent amount of work as
Ajax,
a
ditch the chick. We need
douchebag
your
in the
muscle.
80s.
The destroyers are hitting us again.
The other guy
All right,
is the
Warlord. Maybe now I'll see
dude
some
who
real
shot
action.
Cyrus at the meeting of the gangs. That's another guy. Like, that guy was in
Anybody else?
Commando and a bunch of stuff.
Fox and them were trying to score some blades. They should be around.
This is weird. Like, I almost want to do just a strictly... Like,
Let's go
I
get
want
him.
to do like a strictly 80s action movie episode of the Ray Bros Nerd Show with my brother. Just because there's so much good stuff to be found in those games, or in those old movies that... I don't know, I think it would be fascinating to just spend an entire hour and a half talking about, like, what's the best, what's the worst, And what are some things that, like, if it came out at a different time, would have been a lot better? But we'll see. There's a ton of ideas that we have about finding the time to do them. Which, if I could make this a full-time job, if I was even halfway interested, which I don't know if I am, it would be nice. But we got jobs, we got kids, we got significant others, family. So, you know, we're just trying to do this to have fun, and, you know, cops trying to get me down. That's all.
Roger that, dispatch. We're on it. All right, boys. We got some more punks to take care of.
You actually already have your list. I didn't even work on mine.
Here, it ain't going nowhere.
So I suppose I should get on that and try to figure out what are my favorites. And are we, you know, this is kind of funny. Right now, I got my brother in here watching me, chatting with me as I play along. So, you know, you guys will get to partially experience Ray Bros Nerd Show with John in the comments and me just being the one talking. Go help our buddies. Cops are getting them down. Alright.
Hey, brother, someone get me out of here.
Alright, I gotta tap L1 and R1. I apologize if, like, my controller buttons are, you know, coming through on the mic. There's a lot of, like, setup stuff. Like, I have a stocking, what do you call it, pantyhose on my microphone right now as, like, a pop filter. Warriors, come out to play. Yeah, Brett, that's what's up. Okay, climb over this gate. See, that's the thing. It's kind of fun. Like, I guess I would find it fun too, from like other people's perspective of like watching somebody play and try to talk at the same time. Because at times, like, I feel like I can't do both. Like, I feel like I'll stare at the screen and I'm just like, this guy's just standing here. And then, you know, oh yeah, I gotta play the game as they talk. You know, new to that whole thing, which is, you know, because usually when I'm playing a game, I'll put a podcast on and sit there, play it, and the only talking will be to myself in my head. I'm not
Any
crazy.
sign of him? Nothing yet. He's around though. You keep looking. But be careful. He's got a knife.
No, I totally am crazy.
We gotta get in there.
Laser focus. See, I feel like if I laser focus,
I'll go distract those pigs.
then I'll forget to talk. Which, that's the thing, is like, I also don't go into this preparing what I'm going to talk about. It's just like, alright, recording's live, let's do this. And I don't know, that's why I think this game kind of worked out in terms of...
Yo, hold up! Don't get yourself jacked out there, brother.
Okay, I gotta leave these guys here, go up top. Nice thing about the Warriors is, you know, it's not the hardest game in the world. But this is what I was worried about. I didn't know the stealth came this early. And at times, you know, I'm terrible at... Oh jeez, this control's weird. Like, I'm strictly aiming with the left stick, which is usually the move stick. Ugh.
Damn! He must have got behind us.
Freestyle?
Come on!
I wonder, that could be my hook for YouTube to blast into stardom. Every once in a while, I'll just break into a freestyle rap that is
Thanks,
terrible,
Warlord.
but
What
I
the hell's
do it
going
with
on?
like just
Stirring some
confidence and be
ratings.
like, yeah, that
Stirring
was,
up the fuzz.
yeah, guys.
You seen Swan?
He's with coaches. This way.
I need to watch your streams. Do you use Twitch, Brett? Now I'm just hanging out with you guys. Let's just talk in the chat while I'm recording the video. Because I tried to look it up on YouTube last night while we were recording, and mayhem,
Trash everything!
and I didn't find anything. So we're gonna go tear some stuff up. We'll leave those guys. That's another game. Oh jeez, what am I doing? This is a terrible idea. Oops. Alright. Snatch and run, y'all! I was just watching that clip from Scary Movie the other day, where it's Shorty. It's like a post-credit scene before Marvel, and he's like talking to the camera about, you know, you think he's talking about the horror movie type stuff, and turns out, nope. just about to do a smash and run on a convenience store. Alright, so we're gonna keep moving. I think we destroyed stuff enough. That's cool. I like when they do that in games. Times I don't prep before a podcast, I feel like it goes better. Then I listen to it and realize the million things I forgot to say. Yeah, and if there's more to that comment, it cut off, John. That's the thing, I think last week, though we had some audio issues, which I'm sure we'll figure out. Our last week's podcast, I feel like it was fun because we had a plan. I had some stuff written down, what we could talk about, or what we planned on talking about. Oh, let's wreck them all.
Take them apart.
Yeah! That's the move I was looking for. Oops, I just kicked my own dude. But yeah, like, we had a baseline of what we're going to talk about. And I think that was kind of cool, because then, even though we knew what we were going to talk about, we ended up, like, talking about random stuff on top of it. So, I don't know. This whole experience is kind of fun. It's something new and different, you know. Well, for us, like, people have been doing it a long time. Okay, the Cars 3 talk, I thought, was revolutionary in the nerd space. Not many times do they talk about, you know, Pixar movies that nobody cares about. But, why it's the Ray Bros Nerd Show?
What the fuck were the destroyers?
And I'm one of those Ray Bros?
Getting their heads split.
Super Ray Bros?
Hey, maybe we better check out our hangout. Let's roll.
Cars 3 had taken over a large chunk of my life. Look, I could do a whole episode about movie scores and video game scores that I think are
they can
good.
get away with this shit?
Those lame-ass toys.
We're gonna get
Like,
it back, right, Cleon?
The Mummy
Relax.
Demastered for PlayStation 4.
Right now,
I think it's on Switch and Xbox One as well. The music in that game is freaking awesome. Like, I almost want to bop out of this, see if I can bring up that game. I can't remember if I still have it downloaded or not. But it's like, it's very, like, guttural, like, chiptunes type stuff, and it's dope.
Yo, Virgil,
It's real
did it.
dope.
Warrior's house got
I wonder if it's
bombed.
because, yeah, it's because of this.
So everyone's back.
That's with the
Some of our
blinds
soldiers
already.
got jacked.
I gotta
They
figure
put
out
up a
something with
good
that
fight,
window.
though. Those warriors are
Overexposing
getting
my
pretty
face.
heavy, Virgil.
I wish I could, like, draw
I know
stuff
these
on
fucks.
screen all
I
on my
know the
face.
Warriors.
That'll just
They
pop
couldn't
up.
cut
It's
it
like
with us, so now
white
they
screen
gonna try
instead of
to
green
take
screen.
over. Well, I say let 'em
Floating
try.
hat, glasses, and
Destroyers
beard.
made Coney Island, and that's all we gotta worry about. Now go get up some fucking beers and some broads up in here. It's
Yeah.
time we had ourselves a
Little
little
party.
Pussy Patrol.
Well, with the Batman the Animated Series, like, you gotta figure there was the soundtrack for 1989 Batman, okay, from Danny Elfman. And then I believe the composer for the animated series, I believe it's a woman, I can't remember her name, but she had to then take that score and build off of it to make it to where it doesn't get old or annoying or boring over the course of hundreds of episodes of animated show. I think that's even more impressive than, like, Danny Elfman coming up with the original score, having to make sure
Listen, you just worry about
that
the paint,
it all
Rembrandt.
comes
I'll
through
keep
and
those
sounds,
fucks off your back.
you know,
So you
fitting
ready
for
or
it,
what?
and
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
that's
ready.
super fascinating.
Okay, here we
Like,
go.
composers, you know, you have, like, the big name ones like Hans Zimmer and John Williams and Danny Elfman.
Cover that shit.
But a
man.
lot of times,
Let Virgil
like,
know he can't fuck with us.
it's hard to actually make something that's, like, stands out and sounds super good. And that's why I think that Cars thing is, like, really fascinating. The Cars 3 score throughout most of the movie is just the boilerplate, like, happy kids, you know, movie type stuff. But then all of a sudden it's like,
Fox told me where I could find a whole bunch of their burners.
that probably sounded terrible. Alright, so let's go. We gotta get over to the streets of East Coney. See, what I should have done is just did one episode of this where it's like the actual.
What a wimp!
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
I
he's
make
eating.
like twice as much as you. You don't see me spraying lasagna over the street.
Well, that was his first mistake. He ate a bunch
great.
of lasagna
Destroyers.
and then decided to drink and party. That's just dumb. You can't do that much carbo loading and expect to be okay after a night of drinking. You gotta drink after, or you gotta eat after you're done drinking. Then you have the carbs, you know, absorb that shit.
All right.
Have a slice or two of bread before you go to bed. Be smart. Wrong kind of carbs. See, are we going into the complex carbs versus
You gotta know how heavy my set is.
something you can't absorb?
I can't piece with
See, that's the
my
thing.
hands.
Like, it's
How am I
gross.
supposed
Like,
to
he
write
should
with
just
no
have
spray?
some, like, French
Jeez.
bread. Oh, I gotta get spray from a dealer. Hold on. He's
Hey,
got some French
come here, I
bread.
got
Keep it
something
next
you
to
might
his,
like. This is some fine
bed.
spray, man.
'Cause you
No
gotta
drift with
figure-
this shit. So long, brother.
Like, these guys, they're all in these gangs, but, like, nobody's, like, making money. Here's the thing. I don't want to deconstruct the Warriors. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Up. We're gonna get made, man. They're gonna spot us. I don't want to deconstruct the Warriors, but really, if you look, like, the situation most of the gangs are in, it's not like anybody is particularly
you need anything?
enjoying themselves. Like, okay, you get some booze and, you know, some not the type of women you'd want to bring home to your mom, and that's about it. That's your life. And then outside of that, you're running from cops, spray painting stuff, and getting beat up or beating people up. That doesn't sound like a smart life choice. That doesn't sound like the way to be.
Wow, that's great.
Guys, warriors, wake up. Go get a job. You know, one of these shops. You see all these shops down here?
the bugs, man? They're all over my head. Hey.
Yeah, you see
Come
these
here, I got
shops?
some. Whoa, man. You can't
Why
get this
don't-
shit for
what?
free. Come on.
Why don't they just open something? The Warriors
Chump.
Biker Vest Emporium. Yeah, right? Get your shit together, Warriors. Look, I love you guys,
There they are!
but you got some issues. You got to work on this stuff because nobody respects a thug, a gang member.
Looking good.
No, there is a definite lack of sleeves in this movie, or in this movie and this game. Like, you know, gangs out, guns out. You know, they don't carry guns.
There we go.
I just gave that bum some money.
Over here, pal.
Yeah, look, I don't know what sleeves are, man. I was born into this world. It was messed up when I got here, and when I got here, they decided to give me this vest. Hi, I'm Rembrandt. I'm from a gang. I make terrible life choices. But if you listen to me, you can learn how to make better ones. The more you know. Here we go.
Life ain't nothing but chicks and cash.
Yeah.
I can't
You know,
piece with no paint.
they should have thought it through. Like, they shouldn't be out here showing all the goods. Like, no wonder the cops keep hassling them. They're walking around open carry, guns just hanging out. They're swinging those fists all over the place.
Hey,
No wonder.
you need anything?
Put some sleeves on, the cops won't stop you. They won't even know you have guns. This has all gone very off the rails again, almost like the Cars 3 thing. But I think this is kind of nice being able to, you know, have you guys talk me through all this stuff. Oh man, we're gonna get busted by the cops. Ah, I have a crutch. I have a crutch, and her name is Emily because she takes care of me even when I can't take care of myself. Stop. Oh, all their money goes to me as well. That's kind of nice. All right, we need to get out of here. Oh, too late. Too late. Run. He's not going to sell me paint if I got the cops after me, is he? Oops.
Look at yourself,
Oops,
kid.
I
I'm
made
ruining
him
your
mad.
ass.
This is all exploding in my face now. Cop assault? I didn't tell you to attack the cops. Oh, and the spray paint guy is wanting to kill me. Alright, take my drugs. Oh my goodness. He just gutted me with that knife. Ah! Ah! Run! Okay, alright. Let's get our head back in the game. Oh! Ah! Just throw myself at him. Yeah, yeah.
Live a life
Yeah,
of
get him
crime,
off him.
serve a life of time.
Nice one.
Nice one. We did real good here.
I could use a
Alright,
hand
who's
over
our
here,
third
man.
viewer in here? Let's get you in the conversation. Let's have some fun here. It is exploding in my face. There's something wrong with you, John. I'll tell you that right now. Alright.
Hey! I said hey!
Who's this? I just realized that the camera up and down is inverted. That's what keeps messing me up. Like, if you see me constantly all of a sudden, you know, the camera go up and then back down, that's because I'm struggling with it being inverted. Well, we're just going to leave it as is right now. Ow!
Don't stop. You
That was
move
my
and you
buddy who
die.
threw that at me. Alright, so all the coppers are down. Let's go buy some more paint.
Hey, you need anything?
Yeah.
Woo! Wait! You
Okay,
made my
that's
day,
all my
brother.
money for
Cool.
all
See
the
you
paint.
later.
Now, I remember this part of the game mostly because, like, yeah, you'll see there's that one there, and there's another one of these that you have to paint that is up in this spot that, like, eluded me for a while. Yeah, garbage cans. Oh, I know. Like, that's
Hey,
the thing.
Come here, I got something you might
Inverted cameras are not the way to live. Like, I get it. If you were there back when inverted was normal, it's okay. But now, let's all just get on the same page. Is it that hard?
Yeah.
Is it that hard? Can we all just agree that you push up, the camera goes up, you push down, the camera goes down? This whole imagining that the stick is in the back of the guy's head is just ridiculous. Because guess what? The stick isn't in the back of the guy's head. And the stick is controlling a fictional character. So, like, up is up, down is down, move on. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. Let's work on these things. These are small things as gamers that we can work on. And then by not having developers spend time making inverted systems for their controls, they can spend time on other stuff that helps other people, like colorblind modes and stuff like that.
Taking so long, man.
Yeah, this is my customer survey
Everyone's gonna know
during
this.
a let's play of a game from 12 years ago, be 13 years ago. Or just the letter W. They are terrible at spraying. I know. Why? Why wouldn't it be the same design every time? Why do they switch up the W's besides trying to make it more interesting? But like that takes all the immersion. Oh, there it is. There it is. I messed up. I whiffed.
Those who don't help go
See, I keep doing it. I keep
Hey,
pushing
you
up
need
and staring
anything?
at the ground. I don't need any more paint right now, I don't think. I don't even think I have any money. But like, yeah, every time you spray, it changes the like shape of the W. Why wouldn't it just all be a normal W? If he's good at spray painting, like, I get it if like the character isn't proficient at spray painting that it switches up. But this right here, they should all be the same W. Alright. So here we go. Spraying this. See, I also thought about playing Monster Hunter
Nice one.
for the stream today. I played about, I don't know, 45 minutes setting up my
Come here, I
character
got something you might like.
last night after me and Emily streamed. Because after she got done streaming, she was just done. That wine set in. She's like, alright, bedtime for mommy. And I'm like, okay, you go right ahead.
Flash, man. Wake you right
Yeah,
up.
let's get some flash.
Thanks, man. I'll see you
I
around.
was gonna do Monster World. I created my character. I was like, maybe I'll give this a shot. And then I was like, man, I wouldn't talk at all. I would. This is what the Monster
Come
Hunter
on.
would be.
There's still a few more Fox told me about back here.
Well, how the fuck do I make that then? Wait, what do these cats do? That would be the Monster Hunter thing. And I don't think anybody would be happy about that. Instead, in this, I get to, you know, punch car windows and spray paint stuff. That's way more exciting. But it has led to RoboCop and, you know, talking about inverted cameras and
Hey,
shit. So
you need
I guess
anything?
that's okay. Oh no.
What I got is the nicest paint around, man.
Oh.
Primo shit.
Primo Paint. From where? Ooh, here we go. Ooh, I should probably turn the music completely off. Let's run away from that. I forgot about that. You know, we're not necessarily trying to make money off of these videos right now, but like, I also don't want anything to just get taken down because. So let's run away from that music playing. Alright, time to beat up some more dudes. I could probably be fighting a lot better if I actually paid attention to what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of tapping square and every once in a while X. Which is like... Oh, now I'm mad. Mad Rembrandt. Which Rembrandt, what is... Isn't that like some kind of ointment? Yeah, it's never the winter in the... Winter is never coming in the world of the Warriors. Everybody knows that, John. Come on now.
I ain't scared of you. Hey, why don't you go home before you get hurt?
My bubble keeps cold. Alright, so I gotta do a couple more tags. Right now, I'll basically try to get through this mission. Ooh, let's climb this. Let's climb this. Let's get up there. Let's throw somebody off of here.
You sure are stupid coming out here.
I forgot already. Oh well. Let's just go up.
Hey, Toy. I'm gonna help you out.
Toy. Like, that's an insult from back then. Which I don't want to look into what it actually means. Like, whether it's like you're just a wussy or if it's something darker. So we'll leave it at that. But man, even watching the original film, like Bopper and stuff like that, like there's this cool language that they use in the movie and in the game that like just sounds silly now, but because of when the time it's from, like it also makes it interesting and like kind of fun to get him. Yeah, we did it, team. Woo! That blew out the mic, but that's okay.
I see him!
Oh, somebody's throwing stuff at the back of my head. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna laugh really hard if I go to paint this and it's like actually an X or like a square. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a W. A weird shaped W. I'll punch all the walls, Brett. I'll punch them all until like this dude gets his hand replaced by a spray paint can, and then I never have to pay the spray paint man anything. Alright, let's go find the next tag. Circle this guy. Oh geez, he actually wants to fight me. I didn't think that through. I didn't think it through.
Those who don't help go to hell. You know that, right?
Don't shit yourself now. I don't want to clean up none of your junk.
Ew, I'm not gonna shit myself.
Kid. I'm ruining your
Just run around painting stuff. Just having fun, being a youth. Hello, fellow youths. It's time for me to spray this kind of W. Oh my gosh. Who designed these? I want an interview with the person who designed the W's you have to spray in this game.
Shit to piss him off. Let's move.
What is it? What is it? Okay. I'm sorry. I had to express my distaste of why wouldn't it just be a W? Or like, if you're gonna switch it up, oh, well, that's what you call a whip, which is also spelled with W. See, and I keep hitting triangle expecting that to be the heavy button, and that's jump. Because guess what? This game is from the PlayStation 2. So this whole time, I've been thinking I've been trying to switch up my, like, attacks, and I haven't, because I'm an idiot. So let's use this bottle. Oh, that wall. You see that wall back there? It looked at me wrong. That's why I had beer bottle at that wall. Oh, you did it. I knew you fucking did it, Brett. I knew that these signs were these W's were yours. And you should probably apologize. You can't leave anyone in the war party. Okay, there we go. Alright, so, mission accomplished. I think we might stop it there for today.
Virgil's gonna be so pissed off when he finds out we
I may leave my setup in here for right now. I might play some Monster Hunter. I gotta jump in. I gotta try it out.
Oh, Christ. You want me to snuff a burner right on their hangout?
Yeah, so we're gonna pick up next time we do this video series where I gotta go to their actual hangout and get at them.
I'm going in there.
John?
Come on,
the hour
Rembrandt,
thing?
I bet you could tag a whole piece right over that back wall.
Too much.
Yeah.
It's not too much.
Let's
It's just
bomb it.
I prefer to end where there's a natural split. Right now it's a natural split. Spray more W's. So the interesting thing now is I'm going to quit just so I can show the Wonder Wheel as we exit the video. Now, as I said, I was worried about playing Monster Hunter before because I feel like I'd be staring at the screen a lot. But I think if I go into it acknowledging that I might just be staring at the screen a whole bunch, it might work out okay. I don't know why I'm doing the Robert De Niro. Oh, my quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. So we're going to stop now.